Have you ever had an addiction?
Don't know.
Yeah, see, I'm turning the tables now, aren't I? Do you know what I mean? So
let's move on.
I think if you've ever had an addiction, whether that was a sex addiction and a drug addiction, it could be a coffee addiction. Like you know, like some people are addicted to their phone. Like you just got to stop. You know what I mean? I think you get to a point, but man, when you run out of money and you maxed out credit cards and you're in a position where you're like, fuck, I've got to get my life in line here. There comes a point. I do things for shits and giggles. That's all I do it for, man. It's not for me. It is. I'm one of these people that I know they're watching, right? And while they're watching me, they're not spending time on their business. So I will do things that they would look at and go, why is he doing that? Like right now, like me rocking up to a property in Logan in a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that, Chris? One, because I can.
Yeah.
Two,
and no one else is
doing it.
Yeah.
Three, you'll be talking about it and going, what a knob. Right? In the meantime, I'm getting triple the amount of views, the triple amount of comments, triple amount of eyes on my properties and marketing, and triple amount of buyers walking through the door, giving me more opportunity. So they're looking at it, you're a knob, and I'm like, you're the knobs and not.
Welcome to episode 22 of Joe Blow. I've got to ask you something.
Yeah, go.
How old are you?
Why?
I just want to know.
How is that relevant?
It's very relevant because I'm fucking... Okay, I'll tell you why it's relevant, because I'm trying to work out how old you are, and I even went on to ChatGPT. Can you find out how old Chris Gilmour is?
All right, how old do you think I am?
42.
Yeah, you're close.
But I reckon you could be younger.
No.
Yeah, the reason I asked
48.
is... Really?
Yeah.
You're 48?
No, fuck no.
Fuck off!
No, 44, man.
That's still...
I'm about to turn 45.
When are you 45?
The 16th.
Mate, I was going through trying to do an intro for you, and I'm going, how old is this guy? Seriously?
Yeah.
Don't get a big head. I'm not going to say you're great.
Your head's bigger than mine, man.
Yeah, I know.
Have a look at it.
Mate, I was going 17 years real estate, Queensland's most sales for year after year after year, which is fucking amazing, because I think it's about... I think the number was 234 a year.
1 year was. 278 was the highest.
That's like 20 or 25 a month.
Yeah.
We're going to get to that. Father, I don't know how good father you are. Husband, I don't know how much of a good husband
Rachel,
you are.
Man, that'll be a 1 out of 10.
I should give her a call.
Yeah, you should.
Iron Man.
Because of you.
Well, I don't know about that. Social media innovator, that's the part I love. 2024 REIQ Hall of Fame inductee.
Mm-hmm.
There's Formula 3 champion, plus you speak at events. Now, I don't even know how you got to this podcast. How does all that work in a 24-hour day? Like, do you have a 36-hour day?
No, I just sleep faster.
Sleep faster?
Yeah, that's the secret.
How many hours do you sleep?
6.
6?
Yeah.
It's a lot of Botox, isn't it?
No Botox here, man.
Mate, I just am blown away by that. And that's why I had to ask how old you are, because it's like someone who's 70.
No, man. We've all got the same 24 hours, man. It's just
I know.
Choose what to do with it.
But how do you also get time to do the husband and father bit? Because you do a lot of father stuff. You're at the basketball.
Yeah. Well, you prioritize where you want to be with your time. But like if you break it down to 8 hours of work, 8 hours of sleep, and then 8 hours of working on yourself and family.
You don't do just 8 hours of work.
I don't, but like for the most common person, that's what I would do. Just break it down into 3 8s.
So how does Gilmour become like this? So this is the part I love. Take me back to Gilmour 15, 16, 17, 18. What was he like? Was he a nerdy party boy?
No.
What was he like?
A smart ass.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Probably got installed to, like, if I wanted something, you had to work for it. Like, that was probably one thing that was installed into me. like I knew when I was 6 or 7, I said to my parents, I'll never work for anyone. I'll have my own business or I'll be in jail. One of the two is going to happen. Close on the other side, doing stupid things.
So when you talk about jail, are you the guy that's out there trying to do side hustles and stuff, or just stealing stuff?
No, I wouldn't steal shit, man. But like, I would, I don't know, you just come up with schemes. Like, you could do it dishonestly or you do it honestly. Like,
so you were just coming up with schemes to make money.
Try and how did you make money?
And where does this come from? Do you watch it on television? Is it your dad, your mum?
No, none of that. So I was adopted, right?
Okay.
And so the reason what I was given was they weren't in a financial position to have kids. So one, I always then just say, well, don't have kids, right? And then 2, I never want to be in that position.
Where are they?
Don't know.
Don't care?
No, don't care.
At all?
No.
Surprised they haven't knocked on your door given how successful you are.
They wouldn't know.
They wouldn't know at all?
No.
Wow.
No.
So who are you more like, your father or your mum?
I'm my dad.
Yeah? So was he similar to that? Trying to find ways to make money?
No. He was very old school. He came from a big family, lots of brothers and a sister, working class, so a perfectionist, right? So I think that's probably where I get my OCD from as well too. Like everything has to be perfect, right? And presented perfect as well too. No, I don't know. I just think it was, you want something, you got to go work for it.
Was he strict?
Hard but fair.
Yeah. Back in my era as well, where we used to get a backhander. But you don't
I
get
copped
today.
the belt a few times because I was an absolute idiot,
Why do you think you're such a smart ass?
Because I don't know. It's just an ego thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just think I'm good at everything.
Yeah.
And some people take that as arrogant. I just call it confidence. You know what I mean? Like, I just believe in myself.
So if you
had no one else to believe in you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, if my real parents don't believe in you and want to give you up, then you know what? I'll fight the world by myself.
So did it get you into a lot of trouble?
Not really, man. Like I still made good choices, but I learned probably what not to do from my brother, my older brother. He made some dumb, stupid things, and I'm like, okay, you get in trouble doing that sort of shit. So
was he adopted too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so as a young kid, what are you doing for fun? What are your hobbies?
I just did motorsport, man.
Just go-karting?
Yeah, it was just go-karting. Like every weekend. Like to the point where I could see a photo of a racetrack and I could tell you by looking at the curb what track it was. Like I could tell you every single track in Australia.
Obsessed.
It was what I wanted to do, and and you got to be one of those lucky ones to make a career out of it. You know what I mean? So you do what you got to do.
I experienced the Chris Gilmour go-karting because I've go-karted for years and I've hardly lost, right? And I tell people this. I remember going to an Aussie event and everyone was going, it's a go-karting event, and I kept it really quiet because I knew I was quite good, and I flogged everyone. And then you said, we've got a go-karting event, come along. Yeah. And I'm like, man, I'll catch up this guy, Formula 3 champion. Does he think he is? Now, I learnt the biggest lesson because I was flat chat on this thing. Yeah. You were in front of me with one hand on the steering wheel, looking back the whole time, keeping 2 lengths ahead of me. Yeah. And I've flogged everyone. You actually pushed me out of the way so Steiny could win, and he's never forgotten it. But that was when I was just like, there's so much skill to this and an eye for it. Yeah, but they're not really go-karts either. But like, I know, they're not full bore. Full bore for me. Yeah, but how you want to race a car is pretty easy. So you did all that, and then you did that team Errol with your dad, go-karting. Are you just living in go-karting at that point in time? Yeah, so like I started when I was 5, right? So, like it's super young, to get into the sport at that age. And then because we wanted to race motorbikes, but Dad wouldn't let us race bikes. He just said it's too dangerous, too many people are killed on motorbikes and stuff. So we got into 4 wheels. So that's how that started. And then
I was sort of pretty much built. Like, I'm not built for basketball. I'm built for motor racing. Do you know what I mean? I'm not 7 foot, at 44, I still weigh just over 70 kilo. Like, I'm a lightweight, like skinny as, but I can fit into a race car, kind of easy. You know what I mean? You're small, you're light, stuff like that. So, I don't know. I know, like, I was just good at it.
Because I feel like when I look at your whole career, you hit the peak of everything. And go-karting, the peak is F1.
Yeah, absolutely.
The ultimate peak.
Yeah, that's everyone's dream, of course.
So are you racing go-kart going, I'm going to go to Formula One one day?
Yeah, that's, when you're a 10-year-old kid, that's the dream, of course. But you get to probably around the age of 13, 14, if you're not in Europe, your chances are pretty much done, back then. Because what you got to look at, Tommy, is name another sport in the world where you've got how many people in the world? 8 billion, right? 20 people race Formula One. Right? Name another sport that has that. So the chances are.
And is a lot of it linked to money? F1?
It's all linked to money.
Like the drivers, though. There's some drivers get a seat
because they pay.
Yeah.
So like when we won the championship in 2011, like I had 2 calls from 2 Euro teams. Right, so to do the Euro F3 and to do the German Formula 3 Championship, and the cheapest was 2 million to do the season. Right?
So you've got to fork up 2 million to join the team?
Yeah, to pay to race that car.
So it's not good enough that you're a great driver.
No, you can be the Australian champion. So I've beaten everyone in Australia or whoever internationals were here. We won, and then they like, yeah, we want you in our car. But you got to bring 2 million. 2 million euro. So whatever that is in Aussie dollars. This is probably what, 3.5 million?
Yeah.
And that was back then. That was 2011.
Yeah, which is a stack, and you don't have that money.
No, we were never poor, but when like you've got elite and you got super wealthy, you got wealthy, and then you got sort of just like my dad earned normal money, man. Mum didn't work, so.
And what about sponsors and all that? You can't get that sort of money together?
You can, but it's super hard to get sponsorship. Like I was really lucky. I had a private investor pretty much my entire career of racing. But he just did that for the love of it. You know what I mean? And he could, but we're talking millions now. Do you know what I mean? And then there's normally a contract written in that. So what happens is you would sign a deal that if you do make it, you got to pay it back, and they'll be with interest. So a lot of these drivers that have made it, I know quite a few. I know what deals they were on. You know what I mean? So their first couple of years of earning $3, $4, $5 million, it's all going back. They're not making it. Do you know what I mean? But they made it.
Yeah, I mean, I love all that stuff, and I could talk about it for ages. The one part about it that I find amazing is all the guys at the moment seem to know each other. Have you seen how they've all come from karting and they raced each other?
Yeah,
I think that's phenomenal, that little group of Leclerc and all the guys that are...
Yeah. So like when we were doing go-karting, Jenson Button, Lewis Hamilton, Fernando, they were all in that era. Do you know what I mean? So like when I went from go-karts to Formula Ford, like it was like those boys went to that as well too, but over in the UK and stuff like that. So I've sort of grown. That's why I'm a Lewis fan, because I've grown up watching Lewis. Do you know what I mean? Like, and know what he went through and what he's done. And then you got the young boys like Max, or we race karts with Denny Rick. You know what I mean? So with Ricardo, so he was in karts when we were racing karts and traveling around, but had a ton of money. Like, he was always probably going to make it. You know what I mean?
So how do you take me back to you, 13, 14, talented, great driver? When does it hit you that you aren't going to live this dream? Because you're this passionate guy that's, I'm going to say arrogant or cocky, but you're pretty confident in yourself. Is there a point there where you go,
it's around that age.
I'm good enough, or maybe good enough. Do you think you're good enough?
Yeah, like we all think we're good enough, and we've proven that.
But you've got the results as well.
Yeah, but like there's another 100 kids I could rattle off right now that were good enough as well too, that have sheer got the talent but didn't have the money. Like there are boys that are racing in some of those categories that shouldn't be there, and that have nowhere near the talent of thousands of other people. But it's just the way it goes, man. But I think it was when I got into Formula 3, you still think you got a chance. 2011 when we won, I was 31. when I want it. So kind of late.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But you sort of get to that point where, you know, you can spend all this money, and there's still boys that I race back then that are still chasing that dream. And I'm like, you know what, man?
And they're earning probably nothing.
No, they're spending
no
it,
life.
right? They got nothing to fall back onto. So it was either you make it in motorsport or you go and make millions so you can buy a team later. So I had pretty good people around me though, Tommy, like that had made it, that are super wealthy. You know, some of them are worth $50 to $100 million. Like you're around those people all the time, and they're just normal Joe Blow people, you know, people. You know,
nice.
See how I tied that in?
Nice.
Beautiful,
we're
man.
Done now. Thank you.
So where you can shut that down, but you know, like they gave me that advice that, you know, there is a chance that you might not make it, so make sure you got something to fall back onto and do, you know. And I think they probably knew.
And what's Gilmour like back then? Because I can't imagine anyone telling you that now and you listening.
No.
So what happens back then? You're just young. I mean,
Are
you looking at real estate back then, or are you doing other? You're just fucking full bore. I'm going to make it.
I had a job that allowed me to go racing.
What was the job?
Retrovision, selling appliances.
Okay.
That was it. They're not even around anymore. It's like the good
Did you bankrupt them? Or?
No, man. I did $1 million sales in my first year, man.
So you're doing that as sales, and then you're doing.
I found a job that would allow me to race.
Yeah, okay.
And
you're good at selling.
Racing. Yeah. I'm good at everything, man. You know that.
Have you got that on video? He wanted that part, didn't he? He wanted that part. So how do we get to real estate?
Real estate was, and I'm probably one of the few that will admit it's the money. Like everyone goes, oh, I love people and I love property. And I'm like, bullshit, right? Like it was, I had to find a vehicle because like when I was working at Retrovision, I was there 5-6 years. I only could earn 60 to 70 grand a year, no matter if I sold $1 million worth of stuff or $1.3 million worth of goods, right? It didn't change much. Do you know what I mean? And very old school family company. I'm like, I'm waiting on what was walking through the door. I couldn't go out and find a business. And I'm like, you know what? I know I want to be rewarded for the effort I put in and not sit around and wait for someone to walk through the door. Like, give me a job where I can go and, you know, but before then I did door knocking as well too. So I did 2 years of door-to-door selling all through Queensland and New South Wales. So, because Dad said, if you want to make it in sales, do door-to-door. So go learn your craft in that. And I did that for 2 years, commission only. You know, made hundreds of thousands of dollars and blew it all at the treasury. So, you know, take
me to that.
That's the 18.
What do you mean you blew it?
Just, a whole lot,
you
man.
were just really?
Oh, mate, yeah.
You're a big gambler.
Yeah.
And drinker?
No.
You don't drink now anymore, do you?
No drinking or drugs. No, that was my thing.
Just gambling.
Yeah, just that.
The adrenaline
of watching that roulette table. That's why I have a roulette table in our lounge, man. I have a full casino roulette table.
Did you win big at times?
Yeah, there was one, like, you might win 40 grand in one day and then you lose 80 the next.
Are you single then?
No.
Are you with Rachel then?
I was with Rachel, but I hit it.
And she was, what did you say?
I hit it. She never knew.
But you hid it from her?
Yeah.
So what are you doing? What are you telling her? You're going to see...
Well, I was in a job, man, that door to door, you work from 9 to 11 for 2 hours, right? And then it was like 4 till 6 because people are at work, man.
So you're just telling her you're working, but you're at the treasury.
Yeah, no,
doing what at the treasury?
Yeah, so we might have been at like you know, some suburb wherever in Queensland, or we're away traveling and whatever, and you just find a pokies or an RSL or a casino somewhere or whatever, and you just
this is the best.
Right,
ever.
it's like a footballer, man. They play 80 minutes a week. They're paid 500 grand a year. They don't know, and there's no guidance for them.
And this is why they do blow it all.
Like they what?
This is why they blow a lot of their money.
Yeah, absolutely, man. They generally blow it on drugs. You know what I mean? So me, it wasn't. It was, you know, that scheming 7-year-old. How can I make easy money?
It looked easy, obviously.
And,
a couple of big
there's
wins.
days there, man, like, you know, to the point where I started selling shit it was an addiction, man, to fuel it. I even sold my car.
How did you get out of it? Or how did you get caught?
I didn't get caught. You just got to stop. You know what I mean? Like there came a point, like when you sell your car to get your next fix, like you're in trouble. Like,
did you know you're in trouble? Because you're a smart guy.
Yeah, but
you always think you're going to get out of it. Were you really that hooked?
Have you ever had an addiction?
Don't know.
Yeah, see, I'm turning the tables now, aren't I? You know what I mean? So
let's move on.
I think if you've ever had an addiction, whether that was a sex addiction, a drug addiction, it could be a coffee addiction. Like, you know, like some people are addicted to their phone. Like, you just got to stop. You know what I mean? I think you get to a point. But, man, when you run out of money and you maxed out credit cards and you're in a position where you're like, fuck, I've got to get my life in line here, there comes a point.
You weren't a father then, were you?
No, man.
You just guys were...
I was 18-year-old, man. Oh, okay. 18 to 20.
And eventually you fessed up to her and...
Yeah, I just said, like, this is... Yeah, she probably didn't know how much because, you know, at that point we had separate bank accounts. But we were earning... I was earning a couple of grand a day every day, man, like piss easy.
Back then, yeah.
You know, selling home security because we were good at what we did and it was easy work and, you know, there was a lot of cash back then. So, you know, we're talking 20-something years ago, man. So... And
why real estate?
Why? Because of the money. Like, I could earn what I wanted. Like, I got rewarded for the amount of effort. If I wanted to work 20 hours a day.
So you saw all the flash real estate agents out there driving the fancy cars?
Not really. No, that wasn't what it wasn't. It was more of a vehicle to, I knew what I wanted to do. I just needed to find a job on how to, like, I've always wanted to own a lot of property as well too. You know what I mean? So you've got to find a skill or a role or a job of some sort to be able to earn that sort of money.
So what do you do first up? Do you just walk into a real estate agency, a Remax or something?
No, so there was Harcourts across the road from where I was working at Retrovision. I walked over there and I had an interview with the sales manager and he said, why should I employ you? And I reached over because back then they had pockets in their shirt and business cards and a pen, like super old school. And he had a notepad. So I just, cocky me, just leant over, pulled the pen out of his pocket and drew a dollar symbol and turned it around and said, that's why.
That's cool.
Because I'll make you a lot of that.
Yeah.
And then, so I got absolutely jammed. So I didn't know what deal I was on. I didn't know because I was completely fresh, but I was on 20% of the commission doing all the work and they took 80%. So, and then like here I am. So I went, because I sold my car, I went and brought a $200 Holden Astra from some guy in Woodridge, and I call it Woodridge Metallic. You know, when they sand it back and it's bogged, and that was my car, man. See, this is the funny thing. Like, people see everything now.
Yeah.
And only Rachel's probably been the one that's seen me go through that. Do you know what I mean?
And what are you wearing? Like, slacks and a shirt?
Yeah. So, I think back then, I don't know, it would have been Lowe's. Probably back then, you know.
And you're driving a bomber, you're not parking it near the houses, you're doing it.
No, you park down the road and walk up, you know, and they're like, oh, why didn't you park out the front? I'm like, I didn't want anyone to know that a real estate agent's walking in your home in case you want to keep it private. Like, you think of, you know,
what did you earn year one?
Year one, I earned, I think it was about 110.
That's good.
Yeah. My goal was 6 figures first year.
So you've made them $500,000
though. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I was like rookie of the quarter in the first 6 months or something being in real estate.
How? Like, what are you doing? Are you door knocking?
No, because I did that. I've seen enough 80-year-old naked women that I'll never door knock again, and I still don't door knock.
Yeah.
Like, everyone asks, do you door knock? No. I've done my time with door knocking.
No, you wouldn't need to.
Yeah, so I think it was 110 or 118 or whatever the number was, man. It was 18 years ago. So good money back then. And it was a lot more than what I was earning at Retrovision, so that was a bonus. And then it's just, you know, obviously we grow up from there.
Because I look at your industry and it's obviously similar to mine, and I see your stats and I see I know what I do, and if people in Sydney write the volume that I do, they make so much more than me, and it's the same amount of work. And I look at your stats and I go, if you were selling that many properties in Ascot or Bulimba, like, it's probably not physically possible.
It's the turnover's not there.
Yeah. Because you've done like serious volumes, and I go, I wonder if you look at those other agents and think they sell 1/3 of what I sell, and they probably make a lot more money than me.
Yeah, but like I remember when I was speaking to Michael Koloshi, who does high end on the Goldie, And I'm like, man, like it's kind of cool, like, you know, how you sell all the high end. And he turned around, he said 2 words to me, 3 words, and it's stuck with me ever since. And I tell everyone this now. And he turned around, and the only words he spoke to me was, it's a choice. And that's when the penny dropped as well too. So like I could move to the Gold Coast and sell high end if I wanted to. It's a choice. You know what I mean?
But you probably also realize that those clients that you work with, I find myself, those sort of smaller nuggets, they're amazing. They think like I'm a god. When you deal with the high end, they sort of just get
look, I've had both.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when we saw the estate for 10 million, you know, dealing with that, walking into boardrooms and having, you know, people worth hundreds of millions sitting around on the other side of the table from you. It was it's the same process, man.
Yeah.
To be honest, to selling a Woodridge unit for $200K back in the day to selling a $10 million estate, at the end of the day, they just want the job done to the best of your ability. And I actually find some of the people that are probably got the cheaper properties are the hardest. Like they're the most demanding, you know, because they don't, like, to them every cent is kind of important, but I don't know. I have my sweet spot. You know, that 1 to 2 million range is just a really good range for me and relatable.
And it's all gone up anyway. You know, it's different than
that's
what
the beauty of real estate, man. I get a pay rise every week. Every week the market moves. Same with you. You know what I mean? So I don't have to go knocking on the boss's door and asking for a pay rise every 3 years.
No, I looked at my stats 20 years ago, and average loan size was 180,000.
Yeah.
And people in Sydney were doing $1 million, and I was just like,
yeah, look at it.
I'm working just as hard. They're getting 5 times as much. And now I'm going, it's about 1.2 now.
Yeah.
And there's just nothing.
So we used to average, like, our budget, you know, like 12 grand was a good commission into the office. You know, now we're talking between 30 and 40.
Yeah.
Same home.
I know. Yeah.
It's great.
It's not about the money.
It's a choice.
It's a choice. So tell me.
It's about the money, man. Any real estate agent that says they love property is full of shit.
Yeah. No, I do love the property. You probably do love the property, but it's
not my home.
A great income earner.
Yeah, it's just a vehicle, man.
Take me to 2020 when your dad passed away. Because I know, because it was similar to when my mum passed away, and I had a birthday yesterday, and I still...
Was that yesterday?
Yeah. It's still bloody hard.
What'd you do? Did you go to the mountain?
No, went down to Dreamtime. That's her sort of area. And
because I always know you go for your little hikes.
Yeah, I used to do... Yeah, on a day she passed away in November, I'd tend to go.
Yeah.
But I feel like when I look at your life, I know how hard that part is. I feel like... I was going to ask you if it changed you in a sense. I felt like you've gone up fucking 10 levels since then. Like, did it rip you? Look, it either rips people and they fall apart, but I felt like you probably had a year where you sort of stayed similar, but I don't know. I feel like you've...
No, I know what
up.
I did and what happened, right? And so, like, I know, like, you get... Sometimes when a loved one passes, like, you got to look at how they passed, right? And so sometimes I always say, you were lucky or they weren't lucky, you know what I mean? So I sort of go, I was lucky, I got a year with him, do you know what I mean? And that year I didn't work as much, do you know what I mean? Because I'm like, you know what, next year he's probably not going to be here. So, like, this year's what matters. But then I also go, I wish he died in a car accident. And it was instant. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I've had this same discussion. My mum was waking up 6 weeks gone, and everyone goes, you were lucky. And I'm going, But I guess, you know, even though you had a year, it's not as if that year you guys are going around everywhere and, you know, you're sort of like... It's not a pleasant year. And, like, right now I'm going through, one of my best mates is doing, or he's going to go through with that voluntary assisted death, right, dying, right? So I know the date. It's coming up. It's a couple of weeks away. So, and I've been watching a lot of videos on that and studying how it's done, and then watching some interviews of families that have gone through it. I wish it was around for my dad. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, just because, like, you know how he died. Yeah, what would he have wanted?
I don't know. We probably didn't really have that discussion, but I think it's the right, like, now seeing my mate go through it and him allowing to do it, because there's no coming back from what he's got.
Yeah.
He's 47.
Fuck.
Right? So he gets to go out on his terms and doesn't get to deteriorate and get to a quality of life where it's just fucked. Do you know what I mean? Like, like, you know, like you didn't know my dad, but like everyone that knew dad, he was, you know, hard but fair but strong. Do you know what I mean? And then like we kept it very private in that last year. You know, the way that he deteriorated, but like to see a guy like that can't even walk across the road without falling over and smacking his head on the concrete, like that's not, I don't like remembering those times, because I would go to the chemo treatments with him and like and stuff like that, and get him back to the car and help mum and do all that sort of stuff. So I think just I wish, I don't know, I wish it was probably around that way, that he could just do it and it would be done and over and the pain's gone, and the pain, because everyone goes, oh, like they probably would have said the same to you, oh, they're in a better place now. Yeah, they are, but we're not. Yeah,
and I mean, I look at it, yeah, and I get that, yeah, because first 2 weeks of her 6 weeks, she was semi-normal. The other 3 weeks, she was in a hospital bed and they just starved them and dehydrated them to death.
Yeah.
So you just sit there and they're just going,
you're just waiting for them to die.
Yeah, and she'd be breathing. And we go, that's it.
Yeah. And then kicks back in 10 seconds later. So
yeah, and it's like, oh, there's got to be a better way than this.
Yeah, yeah. So, you know, that's a whole new world for me, is VAD and watching that, and now experiencing one of my mates picking the day and how he wants to do it and where he's going to do. And it's sad, but it's also like, you know what?
Are you going to
the other side of it.
Be a part of it, or?
We'll be a part of it afterwards. So he's there, you know, he knows where he wants to do and what he wants to do. I've had my time. I'm going up there next week to spend a day or two with him, and you know,
what's he like? Just, is he really positive about it?
The funniest guy in the room, mate.
Still.
Yeah.
just
like
I just wonder, I think of my mum as well. I don't know what your dad was like, but my mum never cried. Never did anything. She just went out like a fucking rocket, and I just go, I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah.
Like, it was just, I still to this day, and I still find it hard to talk about, but I still to this day just go, fuck, you never cried. You never said one bad thing. You just fucking died.
Yeah.
Like, what a beast.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just soft, you know. I just think, I wonder if they do that because all the family's there and they...
yeah,
maybe they don't know they're going to die.
Yeah, I think there's always that hope that they're probably not.
Yeah,
like my dad didn't think he was dying. He just thought he was just going to get through it. But
that's thought I always have of my mum. Just maybe deep down, she just thought, I'll sleep and wake up. They'll give me drugs or whatever, and I'll be good.
Yeah, but I think they get to a point, man, where the body just gives up.
Yeah. Do you have any regrets about it? Because I mean, I only think of me. I look back now and go, fuck, the last 3 years before that, I probably didn't spend a lot of time with her. I spent some time, wish I'd fucking went travelling with her and did stuff, but because I kind of think, you think they're immortal. Like, they're going to go to 90, I've got another 20 years.
Yeah, yeah. So, like, when you look at it that way too, like, that means you've got 20 Christmases left, 20 birthdays left.
It's nothing.
20 summers left.
Nothing.
Like, when you break it down, like, you got 20 years. No, you've got 20 birthdays.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, if you get to that, you know what I mean? So do I regret anything? I probably worked too much. Like, I probably didn't, but I don't, you know, I don't like regretting things or living life with regret. So, you know, it is what it is. And that was his saying. It is what it is. Like, we can't change it. So.
Cool. Let's take it up a notch, eh? Tell me, you know what I love is your social media. And it's so fucking innovative. It's always, and some of it's fucking, I look at it and go, oh, fucking hell, I can't believe he did that.
Yeah.
And then it's just, you just keep doing shit. That's just, the fucking drone through the house.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
The married at first sight, all that sort of stuff. I know what it's like because I do a lot of social media, not at your level, not at your quality, but it stresses me out and I get fucking anxiety going, what's next? How am I going to keep pushing the envelope? Do you get that?
No, not really. I do things for shits and giggles. That's all I do it for, man. It's not for me. It is. I'm one of these people that I know they're watching, right? And while they're watching me, they're not spending time on their business. So I will do things that they would look at and go, "Why is he doing that?" Like right now, like me rocking up to a property in Logan in a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that, Chris? One, because I can.
Yeah.
Two,
and no one else is
doing it.
Yeah.
Three, you'll be talking about it and going, "What a knob." Right? In the meantime, I'm getting triple the amount of views, the triple amount of comments, triple amount of eyes on my properties and marketing, and triple amount of buyers walking through the door, giving me more opportunity. So they're looking at it, you're a knob, and I'm like, you're the knob's not doing it.
That's I love that.
So
I've always looked for an angle because I do a lot of stupid shit too and find it because I mean our industries are pretty boring and there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
You know, how often is another agent going to take a photo of the Form 6 in the car with the watch and the fucking logo
my
of the
favorite
car?
is business class with your ticket and your watch and the thing. I'm like, fuck, really, man? We can all buy fake watches. Like, really?
Oh, no, someone said the other day, why should you get a Rolex? I said, no, because you can get fake ones.
Yeah.
And
still tells the same time.
Yeah, and you don't know.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's just so innovative that, how do you plan all this?
So I don't follow anyone in Australia, right? So I don't watch my competition over here and what they're doing. A lot of it is American. I just watch I think Australian real estate is 10 years behind to what they're doing in the States. You know what I mean? So so I just sort of take a little bit of what they do. I got a great team. Like we've got 9 now in the media team, so they're always coming up with ideas and stuff like that as well too. But I know what I like. I know what my personality is. I'll do what I like. You know, like they come to me and go, "Oh, you should do this trend dance," and I'm like, I can't dance, like, so it's not going to be funny. Do you know what I mean? It's you know, and it's not always about being funny. It's just being different, and I've always been different. But we'll always zig when they're zagging. You know, like if they're doing auctions, I'll find a different way. You know, if they're, you know, I'll always do the opposite of everyone else. Always have, always will.
Auctions.
Yeah.
You love them. I watched a really good podcast.
I can't say, man. Like, when I'm being recorded, because someone would use it against me.
I did watch a podcast the other day, and you were on it, and you were sort of giving an idea of why the larger groups, we won't mention them, will we? That they do a lot of auctions, and they do 10, 15 at night.
Does it.
Yeah.
The blue group does it. Like, we know why they do it. I was in the system.
They have these rooms that have 40 auctions at once.
Yeah. Stupid. Where's the man? It's just that's pure numbers, right?
Yeah.
That's, you know, and it looks good on camera, but they're all the homeowners or the agents. Like, it's, yeah. Like, if I was to do an auction, I would never do an in-room auction. I'd be dead against that. It's
at
got
the
to
house,
be at the property. Bring that emotion to the property. Absolutely.
So, what's the wildest marketing idea you've had that you haven't gone with?
I don't know, man. Like, it's.
Have you got anything? You don't want to give your secrets away, I know, but
no. You'll see what we're doing. It's all online. I don't think there's anything there that. I do want to skydive into a property. That's probably the craziest thing. Eaglemont would have been the perfect.
That would have been a cracker.
That would have been perfect for it.
Into the pool or straight?
No, just into.
What about through the living room window?
No, just onto the helipad. Like, because they had this big area where the helipad was, but like, yeah.
So we're going to see skydiving into a property.
Yeah. That I'd love to do that.
There's no other wild idea you've got?
That's pretty wild, isn't it?
I reckon it's really wild.
So,
I feel like,
and I hate heights, but I did do it.
Right.
So don't want to harp on it, but I spent the day of my 40th birthday was the day we put my dad into palliative. So I'm always going to remember my 40th birthday, right? So it's a milestone where we all should have been over in Fiji holidaying as a family, right? That day we moved dad into palliative, right? So we know it's game over now. You know what I mean? So I'll always remember my 40th. And I said, that's not how I want to celebrate my 40th. I got a photo with dad. I brought the pink donut Krispy Kreme's donut, and that's why I buy a Krispy Kreme's pink donut with the sprinkles on top every year for my birthday. Me and him, we had a donut in the hospital, right? And I made a promise, and I said, my next birthday, I am going to do something that I have never done that is completely, because I want to remember that birthday to make up for the shit 40th.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? So my 41st birthday, I hate heights, right? If I stood on that stool, man, I'd be packing it, right? And I said, I'm going to book skydive. So I jumped out of one of their helicopters, the SeaWorld helicopter that crashed. So
the week before, the week before,
yeah,
I was in that helicopter with my kids.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it crashed right where my boat is. Yeah,
I told the kids, I was like, we were in that helicopter. It was a Father's Day thing.
Well, I skydived out of it. Yeah,
it's something I've never done.
Yep.
I've had 2 gifts and I've made them both expire.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I just feel like I can't control. What if the guy's got a hangover that's putting that? I can't control the fucking. Yeah. So what about your kids come up to you and they want to do real estate? Do you tell them to do it?
I am a big supporter of supporting whatever they want to do.
Whatever, you don't care.
No.
They can be
so like my kids get pressure from people like, when are you going to get into motorsport? Like, they don't even come and watch me race. Like, they hate it. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I don't push it. I don't watch it in front of them. Nothing. Their thing is basketball. So I'm there for basketball.
And you sponsor the basketball team now?
Yeah, so we've been like, this is our 5th year with the Bullets. You know, we do our local Logan Thunder as well too. Like, I love the game. That's my second sport.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, basketball would be, absolutely. So, and for me, I love it, man. You want a new pair of shoes? Not a problem. Like, we go motor racing, I'll blow 20, 30 grand on that weekend for motor racing. You want a $200 pair of shoes? Not a problem, man.
Mate, I'm sitting in the car waiting for you, and it had go-karting to Formula One and how much it costs to race each of those stages. I only got the Formula 3.
Yep.
It said it cost $2 million or $1 million.
Yeah. So you got to buy the car. No, it depends where you are. But like that's like when I was offered those drives over in Europe, I had to bring €2 million to race. I don't even own the car, man. So
you're obviously loaded.
No. I've made good decisions.
So if I take your brand away,
yep.
And you have to start from from straight. You have no brand, no database, and you've got 10 grand in your pocket. How do you build this up again? Can you do it in today's world?
Yeah, I just got a star. You
go black or red?
It would be red.
Red.
Yeah.
And so you're trying to double the 10 grand till you get to 100, and then
I'm not going to do much for 10, am I?
Yeah.
I'll last a week in
you'll need 100
today's age. So yeah. Like, if I wouldn't. I say this to a lot of people. I would not be starting a real estate business now, if in this time at all. I would be with a brand and just be on a really good comm split without all the stress.
Really?
Yeah.
So 18-year-old Chris walks in, little blonde hair, skinny little runt, sits down where I am.
Heaps of freckles.
Still a good-looking kid, very cocky.
I was a charmer back then.
Were you?
Yeah, the oldies.
That's how you got Rachel.
Yeah. No, she's younger, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
You should make her a cougar. I don't know.
Cougar's
the other way. I can't remember.
I don't know.
All I know is I'm sugar daddy.
It could be that. She's 4 years younger.
Oh, yeah. So what's a male cougar?
No, I don't.
Anyway, let's get back. So young Chris walks in, he sits down. What do you say to him? What advice do you give him? You're who you are today. What do you tell him for back then?
A couple of things that I would have done. I would have probably started earlier.
Real estate?
Yep. Yeah, I should have started earlier. I started when I was 27. But
and packed in go-karting.
No. That's your passion, man. You got to do what you want to do. You only get one life for this. You know what I mean? Like, so you get one opportunity. So if I have that, and that's why I still race, because people ask, why do you still race? And I'm like, because I can. Like, I still have that opportunity. I love it. And I always say it's the only thing I'm good at. So why would I stop? Do you know what I mean? But it's in your blood. Like, anything is in your blood. Like, whatever you're good at or passionate about, you're going to enjoy and be good at it. It's that simple. When I was 22, I remember I was driving my Ford Laser on Corro Drive going to a careers night at Ray White, and I ran out of fuel on Corro Drive on the way there. I didn't have much money, man, and I didn't come to the city much, and I ran out of fuel. So I had to push my car, Ford Laser, into the Shell servo that's on the left-hand side. And I filled up and drove home.
Didn't go to it?
No.
How old?
22.
Interesting,
so
isn't
5
it?
years earlier. So, but then I also look and go, I probably wasn't at that mature stage as well too to probably do it. So, like, what could have been? I might have been out of the industry, and not started, what I was done as well.
Anything else you'd tell the 18-year-old? Sort of don't gamble? Or?
Yeah, that's just stupid. Like, I could have brought a couple of homes back then with that money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, no, I had pretty good guidance. Just surround yourself with good people. Right, like growing up, my mates were always at the RE or regatta, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday arvo sesh, right? And I wasn't. I was working. You know what I mean? They'd piss it up against the wall, and just be shit faced all the time and stuff. And they're like, "Come out," and I'm like, "Nah, man, I'm not really that interested in that. I'd rather go and earn a couple $100 for the weekend, and you know what I mean, and do that sort of stuff." So I think I've always had that work ethic, though.
That's amazing, because I think a lot of people in that area end up going with those guys. That typical saying, show me 4 of your friends, and if you've got 4 dickheads at friends, you become number 5.
You're the 5th dickhead.
But you didn't.
No, I don't. Even today, I don't have a lot of friends. Like my circle is very, very small.
Welcome to my world.
So, yeah, I don't think
you should get
anyone
older.
wants to be your friend, though.
No, that's just true.
So,
I buy a lot of friends.
yeah.
All right.
My friends have to be nice because we employ them. They have to be nice to me. You know what I mean? I just wish they didn't. Like,
You're the boss. Is he any good or?
Some days.
Oh, she said no.
No.
All right. I'll let you go. Quick fire.
I know it's good, man.
I know he's good.
So
quick fire question before we go. I know you're a busy man.
It's all good, man.
All right. What's one thing people would be surprised to learn about you?
Well, I mentioned before I was adopted. A lot of people probably wouldn't know that.
The gambling?
Gambling's probably one, but I talk about it. Like I don't shy away from it. Like I did it. Like, was it stupid? Yeah, but like we all do stupid things. Like, I don't drink or do drugs. I think that's stupider. I don't know, man. Here's something, man. You'll love this.
Here we go.
You'll love this.
Here we go.
This is right up your alley.
Zoom this one in, please.
This is right up your alley. I don't know what year it was, but I was in the Clio Bachelor of the Year. Yeah.
Little hottie.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna have to put a photo of that up during the podcast.
If you get a hold of my mum, or
what year was it?
It was
1956.
No, 2011. It was before Steve Irwin died. I know that.
So tell me, how did that come about?
Because of the sport, because of Formula 3.
Oh, okay.
Right? And so most of them were either
Were you
TV.
Single?
No, I wasn't. I was with Rachel at that point,
but not when they. But you let it go through anyway, obviously. Yeah.
And I still remember it was so funny because I'm such a dag, right, with my clothing or my fashion, right? I had none of that. So the photo shoot was down near Cavalave at Surface Paradise. I had all these people, all these lights. You had makeup, you had your hair done, and they fit you into the clothes. And I don't even have a body, man. Like there was no six pack or pecs or anything like that. And I was in this red cardigan, zipper undone.
Cardigan? Yeah,
showing my chest. And I'm like, man, this is not me. And, and they're like, oh, what would you do on a first date? And and I just like the stupidest answers to these. But I didn't win, man. I can't believe it. You know who won?
Who?
Bloody Gunsberg, Andrew G. Remember the host?
Oh, yeah.
Andrew Gunsberg, by Andrew G.
Mate, you would have been close second.
I always say I finished second to him.
Just.
So, when I caught up with Andrew a year ago or 2 years ago, it was the first thing, I still hate you because you beat me. We're just laughing. So
I'd have to have seen the voting for that.
Yeah, man. So that was back when people bought chick magazines.
Yeah.
So there you go. You probably didn't even, a lot of people wouldn't
I'm
know
going to get a photo of that. What's your favourite property you've sold and why?
My favourite property would definitely be the Eaglemont Estate, not because it's my most expensive at 10 million. It was probably the one everyone expected and told me that I wouldn't sell.
Because, I've got to admit, because I remember Troy was involved in that. I, you to get that listing.
Yeah.
phenomenal. Not because of you were selling
Yeah, man.
Druvale, and all of a sudden there's this multi-million-dollar property, and Troy's going, oh,
yeah,
Gilmour's selling it, and I was like,
Troy, like
not Kalosh, not all these big.
Well, they all
dudes.
had it. They had it for 4.5 years. All the big boys had it, and then they gave it to some little Joe Blow. I know how this works, man.
Yeah, we need three on here.
Yeah, okay.
Three. Okay,
right, there'll be another.
There's
Joe
3
Blow
questions to
right?
go.
So, but you know, there's this little Joe Blow from Logan. You know, right? that picks up this. You know, they wanted 16 million for it, and you know, but it was cool, man. Like I love talking about that property. Like I dealt with supermodels, rock stars, Hollywood A-listers, people in the medical profession, a MotoGP rider, billionaires from all around the world. You know, I think there was about 55 people that I actually dealt with over that 9 months we had it, right? It was so cool. All down to earth people, beautiful people, all of them were, right? But they all believed I wouldn't sell it. And that's all I needed.
You know what was good? The marketing. Turning up, I felt like I was Jurassic Park.
Yeah, well,
you know when you had everyone in the cars?
Yeah, I'm driving
around?
Yeah.
Fuck, it was so...
But do you know what
I was like, this is so good.
Right? So, like, I could have picked any Joe Blow singer to have on that in the...
Now you're going too far, mate.
I've done the 3, right? But I actually played Indiana Jones on my iPhone while we were driving around filming.
I didn't do that in my car.
So I'm in this thing driving around, which took 2 hours to drive around. We did it in 7 minutes. I don't think the owner knows that we did it in 7 minutes. We did a 30-hour photo shoot on it. So 3 a.m. in the morning till 3 p.m. one day, and then 12 p.m. till 9 p.m. another night.
Just for light, get the right lighting.
Yeah, and just, you know, the time lapses and stuff like that. But every day I woke up, I manifested it. I manifested the sold sign, everything about that property. Like I'd tell the owner, I'm going to sell the home. Every day I just said, I'm going to sell the home.
They obviously had other agents go through it.
Yeah, it was on the market for 4.5 years.
No, but after, when you went to appraise it, they've got other agents at the same time?
that pitch for it.
So why do you reckon they took you?
Energy.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. I got along.
What did you give them that they were missing from before?
Energy, man. It was belief and energy. Because like every time I met that owner, she had a soft spot for me, no doubt. And I just got along with her really, really well, relatable. And I shouldn't have even been able to relate. Like this is, you know, top of their game, medical profession worth hundreds of millions of dollars, man. And here I am. You know
maybe
what I mean?
she saw the Clio.
Yeah, maybe, man. She I don't know, but
so you just clicked with her, and then
it was that energy, man. Like it was, and belief. And I think she saw that in me. And I said to her, like, I remember when we were pitching, because we had to pitch 2 or 3 times in front of her. I remember I said, it took me like 15 years to win my first state championship in go-karting. But when I won 1, I won 8 within 2 years. I need that 1. Do you know what I mean? It starts with 1. And once you've done the 1, more will come. Do you know what I mean? So I need that chance to have the 1.
Yeah, that's cool.
Give me that chance. And it took me 9 months, but I religiously, and that's why I probably loved that one, because I had the team to support me, but I did every inspection. I did every single thing, every call, every inquiry, everything I did. So I can say that we sold it.
Did you have that strategy before you walked? You know, when you signed up, did you then go to yourself? Normally, obviously, you've got people that are running around for you.
Yep.
Did you pretty much say, nah, for this property, I'm doing everything? Did you tell yourself?
Yeah, I wanted to control the whole lot, so I knew it was done. So if you got to fall on your own sword as well too. Do you know what I mean? So like still had my people supporting and ideas and the creativity of it. Absolutely. But you've got to execute it and follow through, and we did.
Nice. If everyone was in the same car in Formula One, who's your top 3? They're all in the McLaren.
They're all in the McLaren?
Yeah. Current drivers.
Okay. Current? Definitely Charles Leclerc would be number 3. Oscar would be number 2. And Lewis number 1.
No Max?
No.
Interesting.
No. Lewis all the way, man. Yeah, he had a tragedy yesterday. He
I
had to put his dog down,
know.
Roscoe.
I saw it all. So sad.
Like probably the most famous dog in the world.
I
man.
know.
Poor Roscoe.
I saw he said, I was looking at his post and that because I love Formula One. And I was just like, he said, I was holding, the dog died while I was holding him, had to let him go.
Yeah, like we've been there, we've done that with our dogs. We're 200k, I think. He spent like 50k a year, a day to keep him alive for the 4 days. But he doesn't have kids. That was his.
Well, he said he's pretty much last 5 years haven't had a girlfriend. It's been so focused.
Yeah.
That's what you need. Who are you most like out of the current drivers? Your driving style?
Oh, I think we're all very different, but I would probably, style-wise,
Yeah.
probably a bit of Lewis and a bit of Oscar. Like Oscar, like we saw Oscar make a mistake, which is kind of rare. Like those things happen, just overcalculated. But he's super cool under pressure. I know Lando is the golden boy. He's been outshone. That's just a PR thing. That's all it is. Oscar, there's just, I don't know, but like growing up and watching Oscar race, he's Aussie, he's been in go-karts, he's been on the scene. So you get to watch these boys as they grow, you know what I mean? But like Lewis is probably more old school as well too, because he's done the traditional go-karts, Formula Ford, Formula 3, you know, Formula 1 sort of route where some people just go-karts to F2 to Formula 1.
Is the car a problem with Lewis?
Yeah, definitely. The Ferrari is definitely not you know.
Charles gets a bit more out of it though, doesn't he? Do you reckon he's just got?
Yeah, but he's been 4 or 5 years with the team. Like, you know what I mean? It's no different to Max and Sergio or Max and the 6 other people. They build one car for one person and build it around that person, and it just might not suit the other person. And those 2 boys will have very different driving
They need
styles.
Gilmour in the other Red Bull, don't they?
Yeah. It'd be better than the other Joe Blow they have in it.
Oh, this is so good. That's 9. I reckon we'll do 10. So if you had to work for Ray White or Place, who would you work for and why?
Wouldn't be
who
Ray
would you
White.
choose?
Well, that's an easy answer. It wouldn't certainly not be Ray White.
No.
Definitely Place, man. Place got a great brand. Yeah, they do some cool marketing. Their image, their look. They're trying to build something that, you know, we're building as well too. You know. Yeah, that's an easy one, mate.
Your Gold Coast office looks sharp.
Man, we come out again. We've done that to just people don't think we're serious or like we not expected.
Oh, it shocked me.
Good.
I've only been in your office at Browns Plains.
Oh, like you should see that
years,
now.
15 years ago I was there. And then I saw that Gold Coast office and I was like, this guy's fucking gone another level.
Yeah, well, so Browns Plains, I brought the building next door, so we have double the size now. You know, we put the wellness centre in there. You know, we've got the full studio built now. I have my full games room. We have our boardroom. Every office agent has their own office and their own space.
Wow.
You know, like it's, you know, we shower there. They curl their hair there. They get a massage there. Like it's almost like a second home now for all of them.
You spent a lot of money.
Yeah, millions on that one. Yeah. Absolutely.
Are you the full owner now?
Yeah.
You bought the other guys out?
Yeah, all of them. Yeah. 100% me now. And then with Gold Coast, Nathan is me when I started.
Really?
So, you know what I mean? So he's my age back 18 years ago.
Is he you though?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's better.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely, man. The dude's hustle is just next level compared to mine.
Wow.
And switched on and knows what he wants. So I think that's why we get along so well and it works. But we had our office and I was like, all right, we're expanding. You know, we've got 12 or 15 people there now as well too. And we're like, man, it's the look, it's the image. We want to be that attraction. And I said also too, man, I hadn't seen the building, right? Like he went and saw it. I sort of give him that free run on, you know, decisions, but I'll still pull him back if he needs, you know, because he makes some, you know, sometimes he just goes full on, which I used to. And I'm like, dude, I was like that. Now let's just pull it back a bit. So I'm like the father figure now, you know, as what Michael was to me growing up in the business. So we wanted to come out with a punch and go, yeah, we're here. Like here's, you know, so it's 2 levels. And we picked Ashmore because it's still central. Like it's 6 minutes to Surfers Paradise, 10 minutes to Broad Beach, you know, 12 minutes to Southport. Like it's more central. So some people are like, why Ashmore? And we're like, well, it's central if we want to expand all along the coast, right? It's 2 levels. It's bougie as hell, man. Like his office, right? We touch a button and the glass is translucent.
I saw that.
Right? Opens up, you can see in, then you can't see out. Like it has all of that shit. We've got speakers all through it. We have a full marble kitchen with the bench top. There is no cooktop. It's in the bench. So you just think it's the marble bench, but it's actually underneath and you just put your pot on, you can cook. There's 3 bathrooms. We have a full bar. So whatever drink you want, like if we're going to entertain and bring people or clients to there, it's full bougie, man. And again, we do that because they'll all be going, what? They'll be talking about it.
Yeah.
And they're more focused on, oh, have you looked at why have they done, oh, have you seen the Ferraris and the Lambos now? We're like, yeah, we're coming out. Like we're here, we've arrived. Like you think we're just from Logan. You think we just do this. No.
So you obviously sit here today, though, with a grander plan. Like, there's a whiteboard there. Your whiteboard's probably...
Well, we know where we're going, what we want to do. I just need the right people around me with the right vision to come. I always say, you're either on the train and you're coming with me, otherwise get off. Get off at the station, you know what I mean? Because I'm going to keep doing what I'm going to do.
Are you ruthless?
Yeah, I think you have to be, don't you? I don't think I'm as my perception out there from people that have left, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Because, I mean, obviously I've known people that come and go from you. Is it because they just can't keep up?
Because they're shit.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't deal with bullshit. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't bring your problems.
You're not a shrink.
Right? No. But, like, I've got people there that have been with me 14, 15 years. Why have they been there that long? You know what I mean? And then we get these people.
Why have they been there that long?
Because they've got the same vision. They believe, you know what I mean? And I think also too, and you'd see it a lot too. They come in, they see what you do, you make it look easy and they go, I can do it. Off you go then. I'm like, not a problem. Because we just sit back and watch.
Yeah, instead of sort of being a bit more humble and going, hey mate, can you help me?
Let's grow this, you know. I've had hundreds of people come and go. The good ones have stayed. And like, you can't, like, people want growth. They're going to do. I was 8 months at Harcourts and then opened my own. Everyone thought I was crazy. Been in the game 8 months and you've gone and opened your own agency. I'm like, yeah, that's the balls.
You're cut with that cloth.
Don't know, man. But here we are. 18 years later, man. Best move I ever made. Would I do it today? No, I wouldn't. No, wouldn't do it. I just wish I was an agent.
I said the same. I had a broker call me the other day to sit down and do some mentoring, and I'm just like, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
mate. Can you do something else?
Yeah,
I just feel like
people buy the building, worry about the bills, worry about the staff, and just be on a really good comm split.
Yeah,
and take your holidays with your family when you want.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's like I'm 24/7. I'm bleeding this thing.
Yeah.
Obviously now doing podcasts, but all right. What's a daily habit or ritual you swear by?
I do a couple, man. Yeah, okay. So a lot of people are going to learn a lot more. So I'm mouth tape at night.
Oh, you do that?
Yeah.
When did you start that?
So just probably. So I get acupuncture for my asthma.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm always trying to find ways. How can I breathe better and whatever. Right. And I find when I'm mouth tape, I have more energy the next day. Right. Which it's kind of weird. I don't know. And it teaches you to breathe through your nose and get more air into your lungs and stuff like that.
Was it freaky to start with?
Yeah, because I wear a retainer for my teeth as well too. So I'm like, am I going to like swallow that and choke to death at night? Like,
I want to do it because I've heard a lot about it, but I just freaked out.
You can get the new ones, man. Get the goat ones, right? So there's a plug for goat, right?
Yeah, there you go.
So you should get sponsorship, right? But it's got a little slit in the middle now, right? So they've improved it. So normally it's mouth tape is all the way over. Right, and you've just got to breathe through your nose, right? And I struggle with that.
You look like a freak,
right? And they come in pink, so it suits you beautiful, same color as your Joe Blow logo,
nice,
right? But it's got a slit in it now.
It's 12,
right? So you can breathe still through it, but it's sort of like a, like a valve sort of setup.
Yeah.
So like I do that, which is really good. Deep sleep, fall asleep easy because I don't sleep as much as what most people do. Like most nights are 11:30, 12, 12:30, I'll go to bed, right? And get up at 6:30, right? So I do that. Drop kids off. If I haven't dropped the kids off, I'll be in my gym at the wellness center in the office at 7:15, and I will cold plunge.
Okay.
So 5 degrees
every
cold
day.
Plunge. Yep.
How long you cold plunge for?
So when I was at the gym, it would be 24 minutes on and off. So I generally will do my workout, then I'll do 20 minutes in the infrared sauna with infrared lighting on me, and then I'll do anywhere from 6 to 8 minutes in the ice bath.
Look like you put some muscle on. You're a bit weedy when you're doing Ironman. That's the problem, isn't it?
Well, you shred it all. I can tell you've stopped doing Ironman. Like, how do you want this to go, man? Like, I can fire back.
Let's move on. He's put on muscle. He looks fit. He used to be really scrawny. Biggest lesson your dad ever taught you?
Biggest lesson. He probably taught me a lot of lessons.
Is there one that you carry across to your kids?
No, probably not with my kids. It's probably as an individual. Don't live with regret. I could see he had regret when he was dying.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't even spoken about that with my family. Like
you could see he had regret.
He had regret.
What sort of regret?
To the doctor. Like he knows he probably stuffed up.
Oh, you're saying he was that strong? He had the symptoms, but he was just too stubborn.
You don't wake up, man, and you got cancer the next day.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? Like and like, or you don't get diabetes. It is a lead up of eating shit for 10 years and you get diabetes. You know, you know what I mean? So cancer can sit in your body dormant for 10 years. It could be there for 5 years. You know what I mean? And he said he never did the poo test or anything, which I don't believe in the poo test. I think that is riddled as well too. It's not foolproof. But like, he was stubborn, man. Like typical male, we don't go to the doctors. Do you know what I mean? So I think 2 lessons that he taught me. One, I saw regret in his eyes when he was dying. So I'm like, I don't want to live with regret. The other lesson that he taught me was I went and got checked myself, which you shouldn't be doing at age of 40.
Yeah, okay.
I would have it by the time I was 50 if I didn't get checked. So I'm glad the government's now changed it. The screening now is 45, right, where they will start sending you. But I went and got a colonoscopy, had no reason to, after he died, just as a precaution. And I'm glad I did.
Why?
Because they found stuff.
Did they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Never knew that.
Yeah. Yeah, so I had polyps in there, like fit, healthy, live very good lifestyle.
The poo test?
No, the poo test doesn't.
What was the other test?
The colonoscopy is the camera up the bum, man. Have you not had one?
No.
Man, so I get one now every year. Every year.
Yeah, okay.
Or I have to because I'm high risk. And because they're like, oh, do you have it in your family? I'm like, I'm adopted. I have no medical history. I don't know what I'm going to be like when I'm older, right? I don't get those facts. So I went and got tested.
So you don't get tested, what happens?
You die.
For you though?
It would have formed into cancer. So if you got like skin cancer could turn into a melanoma or it could not. You could have polyps right now and not even know about it, right? And still be very healthy and active and every day, right? But you'll have polyps in there and they then can turn cancerous and that's what will kill you.
Okay.
So if I'd waited until I was 50 when the government says to start doing it, I would have had it.
Wow.
So now I'm on the high risk, so I had to go every 6 months and there was still more, even in 6 months. So I changed the way I was eating, so like very no processed ham, bacon and stuff like that. So I cut all that to see if it made any difference. Didn't make any difference. They still come back. So you've just got to get screened. So, but I don't recommend the poo test.
Fair enough. No poo test.
Nah, man. Because they
not for the average Joe.
It's not looking inside.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? If they find a bit of blood, they're like, oh, cool, whatever.
Well, everyone out there, go and get the...
Man, I'd highly recommend, like, it's something that is not spoken about, but it is, I think more people now die from bowel cancer than any other cancer in Australia. And it's
on
getting
my
younger,
list.
man.
Mm.
Like it's people in their 40s. And I don't know anyone that has got it that has survived.
And no one probably checks it. Like you say, everything's
No, because
healthy until it's like...
Yeah. So Rachel lost her auntie to it. She
Mm.
was 50. She died, 18 months ago, 2 years. Perfectly fine, man, 51. Gone within weeks.
There you go. What a way to end... What a way to end the podcast talking about poo tests, and Chris Gilmour does not recommend the poo test.
No, get a colonoscopy.
Yeah.
Right? And the doctor will say, and this is the crazy thing about it, they're like, they only allow you to have one. You've got to have a reason. So just lie to your doctor and just say that you've found blood when you wipe, and then they'll because they don't want you doing it, which I don't know. I don't get why, man. Like, so I go to a private doctor and get it done every year now. So I've had 4 or 5, and you know what the great thing is, man? It's a great clean out. Because the shit you got to take it cleans you out, man, and you lose about 3 kilos. So it's highly recommended for a weight loss.
I don't want to end it on the shit talk. So what's in 5?
Then you go and have a cheeseburger and Macca's when you finish.
Yes. In 10 years' time, what's your legacy? When you finish, is it like
no, well, I won't
5? What?
I won't be finished in 10.
Okay, let's just call it.
I got another 20, man. Another 20, I'll be good.
Yeah, so Chris Gilmour, retiring is not a thing anymore. Chris Gilmour in 20 years' time, what is it? Is it like 5 offices?
No, I don't really set those sort of goals, and it's not about offices for us. I think for me, I think it's more around the people who want to come on that journey. Like, I get a kick out of seeing someone that works for us making good money, building a life, spending time with their family, having holidays, making good income, and just living a great, happy life. I get more of a kick out of that. People wouldn't think that. Do you know what I mean? But like, I get excited when someone who's in the room now, they want to buy a house one day. So how can we help them buy a house? You know what I mean? Get that, or how can we buy another house, or what can we do here? Or I get more of a kick out of that, to be honest.
Are you ever going to sell part of the business again, or are you?
That's always absolutely. That's always the plan. So,
but you are going to give equity. Looking to give none of that.
No, not anytime soon.
Not doing that again.
I'm glad I did it.
Yep.
Because I probably wouldn't be in the position where I was now. Would I do it now? No.
Okay.
Why? I like control, and I can do what I want to do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So hopefully, Nathan, if he's watching this, hopefully Nathan's the one that takes the mantelpiece and carries it on when I'm done. Okay, because he's the perfect guy to do it. He's got that vision, same as me. He's put his balls on the line with everything that he's done as well to get it to there. So.
Thank you, Chris Gilmour. That was fantastic. I enjoyed that. I learned a few things about the beast that's Chris Gilmour.
Yeah, there you go. I told you would, man.
That was really good. Thank you, mate.
No worries at all, bud.
Cheers.